राम ओम श्री राम जय जय 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 राम ओम श्री राम जय जय
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
But look, I'm not able to do many things even on this phone. No, no, no. That phone maybe I will later. But in this, I try to do some, Sundar has tried some test videos, test live. And if I went to do it, I'm not able to do it. No, I will able to do it.
This is basically the base phone. You have made this the main phone. This number, no? No, that's some other number, 79 something something. Do you know that 79 number?
7
Who is that? What is the number 60 or something, no? 628 or something like that. That is the main number. You put your number, the main number.
But something which came 7 6 something starting. That is into the letter of the Google. That is the number. Like that message came. So it's starting in 7 6. I don't know who is
That
number.
was our WhatsApp number of Ashram. That number we can have. That is in Swamiji
That
Government.
message came across Google. Anand Darshan Kalindas. That is the number. Like that
Base number.
That is the
Deleted that number.
maybe it's a earlier message. Maybe old message.
Because we deleted that number.
Or maybe the message was that it is removed. Maybe like that.
Oh, we sat for 1.5 hours in the morning to do it. At about 10:15, now I cannot continue anymore. Now we will do it later on. Then Sunday to go to, I need to go to Ramana. So I will go.
Oh, no, I'm coming.
That's okay, no?
Shall I tell you, Swamiji? Shall I tell you? Whatever. On the phone, shall I tell on the phone? I don't know if you'll hear.
Asking how much time it
Sam biar kita cerita dan buat ini anjing Swamiji. Ana sebut jangan mak. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 We will go back to the Nami within the Nama. A vehicle may look strong and complete from outside, but it cannot move without fuel. In the same way, words written on a page becomes visible only because of the white background that silently holds them. Though unnoticed, the hidden factor is what makes everything possible. Similarly, within us too, there is an unseen presence because of which we feel alive and know that we exist. That inner beingness is not separate from God. He is the Nami, already present in our own heart. Nama chanting, done with this understanding, gently turns the mind inward and helps us become aware of that indwelling divine presence. So for our Namosava, the prompting came that in order to ensure that we understand when Papa said Nama is the link between us and him, that means we should know what he is. So far we have been chanting Nama, whatever we would have heard, still we are searching for him outside. So this Namosava, probably he prompted us to first go outside, identify something which we understand, and then turn it inward. Now, for example, when you say vehicle and the petrol, fuel. So in vehicle, there are 2-3 sections: engine, battery, fuel tank, spark plug. If it's a petrol engine, if it is diesel, it will be fuel injection pump. That's all. Clutch, gearbox, accelerator, brakes, transmission, drive shaft. And direction and control, steering wheel, steering system, ignition key, start button, cruise control. And safety, seat belt, airbags, rear view mirror, side mirrors, windshield, wipers, headlights, tail lights, indicators, horn. Support, wheels, tires, suspension, shock absorbers, axles, chassis. Monitoring, speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, dashboard and warning lights, and GPS navigation system. Comfort, seats, air conditioner, heater, doors, windows. Many of us, we may be driving, probably we may not be conscious of all these things. They are all there. Only when pointed out, it becomes. So, how many things are there which get activated just because the fuel is transformed into a power? No? We know they only to fill the tank. Huh? So, when we are trying to understand this, oh, so many are there in the vehicle. So many are there in the body. So engine means the inner power. No? Fuel means the divine energy. Steering wheel means divine guidance. Brakes, self-control. Accelerator, enthusiasm directed wisely. Clutch, smooth transition in life. Gearbox, adapting to changing situations. Battery, inner recharge through Nama. Headlights, wisdom that illumines the path. Rear view mirror, learn from the past without living in it. Windshield, clear vision free from prejudice. Wipers, removing the dust of ignorance. Seat belt, protection through faith. Tires, maintaining contact with the reality. GPS, the Guru or Nami as the guide. Horn, speaking only when necessary. Dashboard, self-awareness and introspection. Suspension, remaining balanced amidst life shocks.
Equated it very well, no? It has equated them both very well.
No, we, for others in Namotsava, when we do that, it just goes. The vehicle moves because of the fuel. But we should not live like that, no? Papa used to say, Shravan, Manan, and Nidhyasa. Deeper contemplation. So we are now asking ourselves, why did he make us to choose a vehicle?
Driver's
Asking
part.
does it-
What is the driver's part?
Think. When we said the vehicle may look strong and complete from outside, but it cannot move without fuel. Even if the driver is seated, it will not. So we are just looking at the vehicle. How does the vehicle become useful to us? If it has to become functional, this fuel has to go. So for our example, not that we have to take everything, but for our example, he prompted us to have this vehicle. Acha, then we have been repeating it every now and then. For our Namotsava also we have been repeating it. We are asking ourselves whether we have gone deep into it. The academic side we have been able to do it. Because all of us know without putting a fuel, vehicle will not move. But then we are asking, why did you ask us to do that? Then he reveals that go a little more. This is not for the general consumption. This is for us. Anybody, when he hears, when he starts probing deep into it, Otherwise, it's only, half an hour you are just hearing it. Some broad idea will be there. And you go to the next. So when we take up there, we have first compiled 108. Another 108 are on the anvil. So this 108, if we keep on just reading, no. So when we see a vehicle, especially we remember now, in one of his poems he says, I find my God. He says, in the slow and swift running streams, in trains, in cars, in aeroplanes. So car means vehicle. So when we read this, we don't apply our mind. I find my God. Please sit down if you want to sit. English ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So he says, in trains, in cars, in aeroplanes. Who says? Papa says. And now he says vehicle, that's all. It can be a car also.
It can be all three also. It can be all three also. It can be all three also.
All the three.
And it is all the three.
No,
No.
anyway.
But when we take cars, and we are now trying to understand as a vehicle, how is it related to? Give him. Oh, he's gone. So once again we will read worth probing. At least we know the method now, no? Those who are not well conversant with the vehicle may not be able to. But many of us have some idea. The steering wheel gives direction to the vehicle, the Nami gives direction to our life. Nama helps us follow his guidance. Brakes prevent the vehicle from going out of control. Nami guides us towards self-restraint. Nama strengthens inner discipline. See, every component has a distinctive function and each function points to an aspect of the divine. This is exactly the kind of practical, verifiable example that makes Namosava so accessible. Once again, I will read. Since your purpose is Namosava, it will be helpful to focus on vehicle parts. I just said, can you list some important parts of the vehicle? Because we know only limited, whatever is seen. Certainly, he says, since your purpose is Namosava, it would be helpful to focus on vehicle parts that are universally familiar and lend themselves to spiritual contemplation. So, engine, battery, fuel tank, spark plug, clutch, gearbox, accelerator, brakes, transmission, drive shaft. Then, these are all the movement and power. Then, direction and control, steering wheel, steering system, ignition key, starting button, cruise control. Safety, seat belt, airbags, rear view mirror, side mirrors, windshield, wipers, headlights, tail lights, indicators, horn. Pah. Safety. Support and stability. Wheels, tires, suspension, shock absorbers, axles, chassis. Monitoring. Speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, dashboard warning lights, GPS navigation system. Many of you might have observed. Even when somebody is driving and suppose you are the first gear, every now and then we used to see the dashboard. Especially when we were in Wayanad, when we used to go out. Because normally so many problems arise when we travel long. Suddenly the radiator, suppose we have the needed water is not there. You will see the gauge going up. Hey, stop, 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 stop. So monitoring. Comfort, seats, air conditioner, heater, doors, windows. So there are about 40 such items we have picked up. Not from merely the vehicle point of view. Because it is for Namosava, how does it get connected? Such parts have been selected. By and large, everything has been covered. And the greatest contemplative value, engine means the inner power. After
Only engine cannot be related to power.
She's saying only engine cannot be related to power. आगे आ जाओ.
inner power.
I was thinking engine needs petrol.
Sit down, sit down.
ऊपर बैठो.
Sit down, sit down.
अब नीचे. That's okay.
Engine stands for inner power.
But it needs petrol. Without petrol, it will be hard.
That is exactly what he said.
No. Engine stands for inner power. Fuel stands for divine energy. Steering wheel stands for divine guidance. Brake stands for self-control. Accelerator, enthusiasm directed wisely. Clutch, smooth transition in life. Gearbox, adapting to changing conditions. First gear, second gear, third gear. Battery, inner recharge through Nama. Headlights, wisdom that illumines the path. Rear view mirror, learn from the past without living in it. Windshield, clear vision, free from prejudice. Wipers, removing the dust of ignorance. Seat belt, protection through faith. Tires, maintaining contact with reality. GPS or navigation, the Guru or Nami as the guide. Horn, speaking only when necessary. Not throughout we are doing it.
Not honky. That's the best actually.
What a beautiful.
That's the best. That is really the best.
Dashboard, self-awareness and introspection. 70, 80, 90, board. No, don't go more than 80, you will get a cheat. Oh, right. So dashboard, self-awareness, introspection. Suspension, remaining balanced amidst all shocks, life shocks. And he selects Nami Nama. Steering wheel, engine, fuel, brakes, headlights, rear view mirror, windshield wipers, seat belt, GPS, wheels. Each of these naturally lends itself to the three-line format we have evolved. For example, steering wheel gives direction to the vehicle. Nami gives direction to our life. Nama helps us follow his guidance. Or brakes prevent the vehicle from going out of control. Nami guides us towards self-restraint. Nama strengthens inner discipline. Vehicles alone can yield 20-25 excellent Namosava guidance. Because every component has a distinct function and each function points to an aspect of the divine. This is exactly the kind of practical, verifiable example that makes Namosava so accessible. When we read Papa's poem, this has not struck to us. He says, I find my God in fields, hills, dales, in workshop, school, office, marketplace, plains and forests, grazing herd of cows, in home, hospital, in power plants, in huts and palaces, in halls of assemblies, in temples, churches, and mosques, in solitude and caves, in graveyards and cremation grounds. I see him in the sky above, the earth below, in the waters of the lakes, oceans vast, in the slow, swift running streams, in trains, in cars, in aeroplanes, as well in gentle moving bullock carts. I behold him awake, asleep, dreaming, in birth, in life, and in death. I find him at all times, in all places, in all states. My God is everywhere and everything. He alone is, there is none but He. For the past so many 10 or 15 years, we must have been repeating this many a time, this poem. So first it was, how the universality. When he say God is all-pervading, sarvavyapi, whatever said and done, we will only see in a puja room, in a temple, or an ashram, or in a Mahatma, or in Satsang, or in scriptures. Whatever said and done. Never the sarvavyapitam is universality, because it is not directly linked to our practical life. So Papa's this poem suddenly gives this. Ooh. And we start applying our mind on this. Those of us who have got some agricultural background, it is easy to connect up. How from a seed level, if the seed has to sprout, if you just sow, it might not. Even if it sprouts, it may die after some time. But if you make the land cultivable, in the sense, make it loose, remove the subsoil, fill it with the surface soil, little bit of manure, watering, and then put the seed, mulch it, every day you nurse it, it sprouts. And when it gets stabilized, it will be in a nursery bag. 1 or 2 years we take care. And then we dig a pit, 1.5 feet, 1.5 feet, 1.5 feet. Same preparation. And then we line it first of all. Everything is in an order. It's not simply planted. The whole thing will be, there will be a spacing, 10 feet, 12 feet. And the lining will be there. So that when you plant, you will see everything is in one line. That is helpful. So there will be about 430 to 450 plants in an acre, if you have got this 10 feet depth. So we have got an idea. Suppose you want to apply fertilizer, if you are giving on contract, for everything you need a statistics. So that helps. So this way, and when we plant, for the next 2 or 3 years, we take care like a child. 4th year, when the blossom comes, we have to go and remove the flower. We should not allow the plant to bear it. Just you compare with the human being. We will immediately go and squeeze the flower. We will not allow for the fruition. 6th or 7th year, we allow. And then the fruition comes. First, it comes in the form of a bud. And then in 2 months, 3 months' time, it gets protruded. Then there will be a heavy rain. Then on the 9th day night, it blossoms. Immediately early morning when the blossom is out, the area will be full of that fragrance. We never knew anything about it. We enjoy that. But then only a little bit of this background helps us. It is to invite the bees. Bees are necessary for pollination. And when they sit on this, the pollination takes place. In 2 hours' time, the pollination takes place. But by evening, the flower's job is over. Morning it was blooming. Now it will be just like this, tired. And for the next 9 months, it keeps on growing. And then it becomes ripe. It becomes almost, red color, the berry. Then coffee picking will be there, or coffee plucking. Then the entire thing is dried, spread on a concrete barbecue, yard. And 12 days we have to keep on stirring it. And every now and then we used to do like this, whether the dryness has come. Scientific also is there. 40 liters should weigh 18 kgs. That is the dry. They are fit for putting it in the huller. And the huller separates the husk from the seed. When the seed comes, okay, then you sell it. For your preparation of coffee, you roast it. Then the aroma comes out. The moment the aroma, how were we roasting it? We put sand and this seed. Directly you cannot do it, otherwise it get burnt. So when the sand gets burnt, it becomes hot. It transmits that heat, and then the aroma comes. Then the sand is separated with a sieve, and then it is powdered. When it is powdered, take a filter. You put there the night, just press it, pour hot water on the upper one, wait for another 5-6 hours. Early morning you find the decoction. 1 spoon or 2 spoons of, 1 spoon is enough for 1 glass of coffee, and add whatever you can. So we know from the seed level to the cup level. And then when we start applying it, each one is relatable. But rest of the things we cannot relate. So when he said trains, cars and aeroplanes, we were just thinking that everything comes out of intelligence,
Yes.
And he is intelligence. Buddhir buddhivadamasmi. He is the intelligence of the intellect. He says, Bijam mam sarvabhutanam. I am the eternal seed of everything. Vidhipartha sanadana. Buddhir buddhivadamasmi. So I am the intelligence. So everything has come. All creature comforts have come from this, inquiry. Going within, exploring. So we are satisfied with that. But now, ChatGPT is helping us. No. Go to each and every one. It is God's creation that you have accepted. How does God express in everything? Oh. He prompted somebody to have an automobile, no? Previously, it started from a bullock cart, hand-driven cart, then bullock cart. Then it cannot go beyond certain level. It cannot carry all passengers or luggage. So you need then an automobile. So when the automobile idea struck to him, see his intelligence, how many things are needed. 40 items we have read out to make the vehicle move. And then each has come from him. Now we understand. Bijamam sarva bhutana, not only human beings. He says in another shloka, whether it is chara or achara, whether it is moving or non-moving, maya bhutam characharam, I am there behind everything. So the steering wheel, we were treating it as a part. Now, looking back with this background, suppose we identify what all we have.
Earlier, I was not aware. In our neighborhood, but one lady stays. She is only engineer of cars cars interior designer. She is engineer of that one only. So she moves countries to countries for designing internal part.
So here we have got brain, heart, blood vessels, lungs, digestive system, liver, kidneys, bones, muscles, joints, skin, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, nervous system, spinal cord, immune system, hormones, DNA, mind, intellect, ego, life force, Nami. And he compares with the vehicle. Okay? Brain stands for the driver control system. Common function is directs and coordinates. Heart stands for engine. Keeps the system running continuously. Blood, fuel circulation, lubrication, carries nourishment everywhere. Blood vessels, fuel lines, wiring, connects every part. Lungs, air intake system, supplies oxygen for energy. Digestive system, fuel processing unit, converts food into usable energy. Liver, service station filter. That means cleanses and processes. Kidneys, filters, remove waste continuously. Dialysis. Bones, chassis, provide structure and support. Muscles, transmission. Beautiful. Produce movement. Joints, bearings and hinges. Hinges. Permit smooth movement. Skin, vehicle body. Protects internal systems. Eyes, headlights and cameras. Enable vision. Ears, sensors. Detect sound and surroundings. Nose, air filters. Detects air quality and smell. Tongue, dashboard indicator, taste and communication. Guides food selection and speech. Nervous system, electrical wiring, carries signals everywhere. Spinal cord, main wiring harness. Central communication pathway. Immune system, security system. Protects against invasion. Hormones, electronic control units, regulate and coordinate functions. DNA, manufacturer's blueprint. Governs design and growth. Mind, navigation system. Plans and decides. Intellect, steering system. Chooses direction. Ego, driver who thinks I am driving. Claims ownership. Life force, prana, electricity and fuel plus fuel make the entire system functional. Nami, the real owner and power, makes both the vehicle and the driver possible. The striking comparison is chassis and body, engine and heart, fuel, food and oxygen, wiring, nervous system, driver, mind and intellect, electricity, prana, owner, Nami. Notice something profound. A vehicle may have an excellent engine, sufficient fuel, perfect wiring, good tires, yet without a driver, it does not move. But even with the driver, there is no life force. I am dead, suppose I am dead. Finished. The human body does not move. This points to something even subtler. The mind is not the ultimate driver. The mind itself is illumined and empowered by the Nami. Virat Papa would say, the Lord alone is the doer. Thus the vehicle comparison becomes, vehicle means owner, driver, engine, fuel, wheels. Human life, Nami, mind and intellect, heart, food and breath, body. Yet behind them all stands the subtle and mysterious power. Who says? Whose word? Papa's words. This can become a beautiful Namosu guideline. A vehicle moves because every part works together under the guidance of the driver. Life unfolds because every faculty functions under the silent power of the Nami. Nama helps us because him as the true guide and sustainer. I believe this comparison has another advantage. It can become an entire Namoso session in itself, with each organ, each vehicle component pointing to one aspect of the Nami. It beautifully combines science, spirituality, and daily experience.
Really excellent. Swamiji, can you repeat it once again, Swamiji?
Which one?
Both automobile and human body.
The first one or the second one?
ಎಲ್ಲ
എത്ര ടൈം വേണമ്മ?
Slides,
That's why I asked you to tell me.
As you said, of course, you are repeatedly here. So we are now trying to understand. When he gave us this simple, a vehicle may look strong and complete from outside, but it cannot move without fuel. In the same way, words that we lived. Similarly, within us too, there is an unseen presence because of which we feel alive and know that we exist. That means the life force as well as consciousness. We feel alive and know that we exist. That inner beingness is not separate from God. He is the Nami, already present in our own heart. Nama chanting, done with this understanding, gently turns the mind inward and helps us become aware of that indwelling divine presence. Okay? We have, many a time we have dealt this. In many Namosava we have used this. Some idea we will get. Vehicle and the fuel, that we will. But today after coming here, suddenly we thought, a little more. Because we have heard Papa telling, I am in cars, trains, aeroplanes, I find God. So what is that? What is that? What is that? Bhagavad Gita, everything is there. But Bhagavad Gita, if we just go through that, we may, Sarvasya Chaham, I am there in everything. Oh, but we may not get the idea. Philosophically, we agree, that's all. But practically, no, it is not related to our daily life. Those who see me, in them, they see me. Then, so many slogas, if you can take out and say that he is present, he is sarvavyapi, he is. All those things we keep on hearing, talking, hearing, that's all. But it is not related to our daily. So through Namosava, we are trying to bridge the gap. Now, in order to make it more useful, today he is helping us. This is the background. So when we say vehicle, what is a vehicle? So we ask, what are the parts? Engine, battery, fuel tank, spark plug, clutch, gearbox, accelerator, brakes, transmission, drive shaft, direction and control, steering wheel, steering system, ignition key or start button, cruise control for modern vehicles, safety, seat belt, airbags, rear view mirror, side mirrors, windshield, wipers, headlights, tail lights, indicators, horn. Support and stability, wheels, tires, suspension, shock absorbers, axles, chassis. Monitoring, speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, dashboard, GPS, navigation system. Comfort, seats, air conditioner, heater, doors, windows. 40 items you select. Now, those that lend themselves beautifully to Namosava. Again from them, okay? Engine stands for inner power, fuel, divine energy, steering wheel, divine guidance, brakes, self-control, accelerator, enthusiasm directed wisely, clutch, smooth transition in life, gearbox, adapting to changing situations, battery, inner recharge through Nama, headlights, wisdom that illumines the path, rear view mirror, learn from the past without living in it. Windshield, clear vision free from prejudice. Wipers, removing the dust of ignorance. Seat belt, protection through faith. Tires, maintaining contact with the reality. Navigation, GPS, Guru or Nami as the guide. Horn, speaking only when necessary. Beautiful, that word. As soon as we start, we don't keep on doing it. No? Only when necessary. Dashboard, self-awareness, introspection. Suspension, remaining balanced amidst life shocks. So the top for Nami in Nama, steering wheel, engine, fuel, brakes, headlights, rear view mirror, windshield wipers, seat belt, GPS navigation, wheels. Okay. And now, human body, the comparison between human body and the vehicle. Brain, in vehicle it's called the driver or control system. Directs and coordinates. Heart, engine, keep the system running continuously. Blood, fuel circulation, lubrication, carries nourishment everywhere. Blood vessels, fuel lines, wiring, connects every part. Lungs, air intake system, supplies oxygen for energy. Digestive system, fuel processing unit, converts food into usable energy. Usable energy. Liver, service station, filter. Cleanses, processes. Bones, chassis. Provides structure and support. Muscles, transmission. Produce movement. Joints, bearings, hinges, permit smooth movement. Skin, vehicle body, protects internal system. Eyes, headlights and cameras, enable vision. Ears, sensors, direct sound and surroundings. Nose, air filter and sensor, detects air quality and smell. Tongue, dashboard indicator, taste and communication, guides food selection and speech. Nervous system, electrical wiring, carries signals everywhere. Spinal cord, main wiring harness, central communication pathway. Immune system, security system, protects against invasion. Hormones, electronic control units, regulate coordinate functions. DNA, manufacturer's blueprint, governs designs and growth. Mind, navigation system, plans and decides. Intellect, steering system, chooses direction. Ego, driver who thinks I am driving, claims ownership. Life force, prana, electricity plus fuel, makes the entire system functional. Nami, the real owner and power, makes both the vehicle and the driver possible. So a vehicle may have an excellent engine, sufficient fuel, perfect wiring, good tires, yet without a driver, it does not move. But even with the driver, if there is no life force, the human body does not move. So ultimately, from the vehicle, from the parts to the vehicle, vehicle to the body, body to the mind and intellect, then behind the mind and intellect, the life force.
Spirit and matter.
So mind is not the ultimate driver. Mind itself is illumined and empowered by the Nami. So Lord alone is the doer.
Mind is personal ego.
Beautiful. No, so now we have to start thinking more deeply about each Namasava. Take.
Bhagavad Gita. Swamiji, can you repeat last statement? Last statement.
Last
statement.
A vehicle moves because every part works together under the guidance of the driver. Life unfolds because every faculty functions under the silent power of the Nami. Nama helps us recognize him as the true guide and sustainer. This comparison has another advantage. It can become in the entire Namasur session itself, with each organ and each vehicle component pointing to one aspect of the Nami. It beautifully combines science, spirituality, daily experience. That means, first he put us in the LKG, UKG, simply Nama chanting. Then to the high school. Let some try to understand why you are chanting. then the college level. Then he gave us his Namosava. This is PhD level. Little more.
ഇത് കുറച്ച് ഇമെയിലിൽ ഇടാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
ഇപ്പം തരാനാവില്ല. It has to be edited. You do some thinking. So we are now going to the Sankhya Yoga. So the third, yesterday we covered 3. What was that?
ഇത് ഫസ്റ്റ് വിനോബാ ഭാവ.
What is that? Caption. You keep quiet. Transformation, then perseverance, then
Inclusiveness.
okay. So now we go to the positivity. One Swami Ramdas was traveling by train to Rameshwaram with a fellow sadhu. Just 6 miles before the destination, a ticket inspector asked him to alight as they had no tickets. The sadhu began to grumble about having to walk the remaining distance. With his characteristic serenity, Ramdas gently said, "Brother, we cannot travel all along to Rameshwaram by train. Pilgrimages should be made on foot." But somehow, Ram was kind enough to take us on the train so far. We have only to walk a distance of 6 miles in order to reach Rameshwaram. It is the will of Ram that this distance should be covered by foot. Be cheerful, brother. This shloka beautifully echoes this lesson. What is the shloka? Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sugadukkada agama paino nityam stam sthidichasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the contacts of senses with the objects give rise to cold and heat, pleasure and pain. They come and go and are impermanent. Endure them bravely, O Bharata. So this shloka we are understanding through this example. Endure them. Stitiksha. Ramdas's calm acceptance and willingness to endure adversity show how a devotee's recognition of the transitory nature of human experiences transforms inconvenience into an opportunity for gratitude and optimism. Enduring the ups and downs of life with unwavering faith in the divine will. We'll 2 more and then we will see how it relates to us. Next one is acceptance. After the sudden passing of her father, young Neha was overcome with grief. The quiet evenings they once shared, his firm advice in uncertain moments, and his reassuring smile all seemed irretrievably lost. Even amidst a crowd, she felt alone. The world, once vibrant, now appeared grey, hollow. During the days that followed, as part of her healing, she observed what had happened with a few of her friends and relatives. Death had taken place in their families as well, and everyone had reconciled to the reality and carried on with their lives. She was prompted to pick up the Bhagavad Gita from the shelf, and on casually glancing through its pages, she found this shloka underlined by her father. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sata ubayorapi drishtonda tvanayo tattvadarshibhi. Of the unreal, there is no existence of the real. There is no non-existence. Of the unreal, there is no existence. Of the real, there is no non-existence. This truth has been seen by seers of reality. So that is the shock absorber for her. She paused. Slowly, the words began to take root. The body of her father may have perished, but the values he lived by, his love, wisdom, integrity, still guided her. She saw him in the way she faced her challenges, her newfound patience in her silent prayers. What had truly mattered had not died. It had simply become subtler and deeper. Tattvadarshibhi. When we do this inquiry, all these things come up. That is Tattvadarshibhi, not merely superficial. This realization did not erase her pain, but it transformed her grief. She began to understand that the perishable form had ended, but the imperishable essence remained, shaping her silently from within. This moment of inner clarity reflects the essence of the shloka. The transient asat, that is body, possessions, moments, will pass, but the eternal sat, value, spirit, and consciousness abides beyond time. The wise recognize this difference and live with detachment anchored in the real. Neha's journey shows how the Gita is not just a philosophical test, it's a lamp in the darkness, revealing what fades and what remains, what ends, what eternally endures. I think two is enough. So,
New book, Swamiji.
eh?
This new book is
New book, new. Our new book, no? Reverence to relevance. So this, she commanded that every day we should read.
I'm not saying.
And now when we read, we find the usefulness. Okay, now the first one was what?
Papa.
Aish. You get that, you get stuck with that. What is the point? Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita does not say Papa. Positivity. Trying to see the positive aspect in everything.
Endurance.
And endurance. And then next one is
Acceptance.
acceptance. So when in our day-to-day life, we start thinking now, there are so many things, ups and downs will be there. So we try to see the finger of it's all for learning, for long. And we find we go through our own lives, the life lived so far. Whenever we lost something, whenever there was downs, not that we became zero, no. We were able to learn something from it. So we connected with our life so far lived. When we failed, then that enabled us to make success. When we lost, that enabled us to have the gain. So many things, when we look back passionately. And the second acceptance, that is also like that. Death, for example, it happens in everybody's life. Somebody near and dear, and we get shocks. So the reality, when you, correct. But still I have existed, no? I thought I am lost. But I continue to exist. So that Tattvadarshini. So we get a new dimension about Bhagavad Gita related to our daily life. So very important thing today. So vehicle and body, vehicle, body and nama, vehicle, body and nama and nami, vehicle, body, nama and nami and namasava. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om.